What's up, what's up? A viewer recommended me to watch this video. It's supposedly some type of Breatharian vegan. The title of the video says 5 years no solid food. I could do that if I would have access to certain animal foods, and you can basically melt the animal fat, and yeah, it becomes somewhat liquid. You don't need to heat it up all the way, and you can also call that not solid. And yeah, you can be totally healthy without any solid food if you think about it. You can also heat up bone marrow to a certain point and it becomes liquid. Okay, so yeah, I don't think that's a big issue. But to be vegan and to not have solid foods, that, yeah, even on a vegan diet, that just doesn't make any sense. Let's just get into it.
Hey Devon, how's it going?
Thank you for having me.
Hey, Mr. Pyramid Head. I bet money, by the way, that this guy can teleport.
Electrically well. And you?
I'm awesome. I think you are so awesome. So thank you for meeting us here. Thank you for coming on in your home city of Miami. And I love your glasses. And
you.
I would love to know what this is around your head.
Yeah, so the glasses, let's start with the pyramid. It's a pyramid, and it's from Dr. Fred Bell, who was a NASA scholar.
Dude, it's just bunch of wires, okay? It's just a piece of metal and it was soldered together, okay? I can do this. And then it was painted with gold color or silver color, whatever, man.
And these are the parameters of Giza. And
oh, really? Wow. The guy who actually created this these metal wires on his head, he actually took the measurements of the pyramid, and based on that it was created.
Organ infused, so they're not just gold plated before they go through an electron.
Oh, it was gold plated actually. It wasn't just painted in gold.
Analysis process. So
in gold color.
So they get blasted with positive and negative ions all at the same time. So
yeah, of course.
They have that 0 point essence to it, and then they get gold plated. Yeah. So.
Wow, that's outstanding, man. Yeah, he talks about these positive and negative ions like it's big deal. It's just basic chemistry or whatever.
Funny thing enough, when I went to Giza, the pyramid, as I got closer, my head started buzzing. And then I thought I was going.
I'm telling you why it was buzzing, and I also left this comment under this video. I said that his head was buzzing around the pyramids because he was starving, and I put a crying emoji, and I said I think all raw vegans are starving. And I have some respect to this Jillian Berry because she doesn't block my comments. It's one of the first people who doesn't block my comments. And I left some other type of comments in the past to her, and she did not block it. She even asked me why do I think that the other guy was a fake raw vegan, and I think this guy is also fake. I don't believe that this guy is telling the truth. And Jillian Berry herself is also fake raw vegan, okay? She's not a real raw vegan. She might do this for weight loss or whatever, to just maintain her body fat, like does a raw vegan in front of camera or whatever. But I think that she does consume animal foods. She doesn't look like a raw vegan, therefore she's not a raw vegan, okay? And she just does this for the money, because look at this. We're gonna click on all these links later on in the video to show you what actually she's selling. It's like bunch of links here of products that she basically is sponsored by, so she's like an influencer. And yeah, if these links were not existed and all these sponsors, I believe that her channel would not exist either. So it's just because of money, okay? Let's get back into this video.
Crazy. Then I placed it on other people in the bus and random people, and they were saying the same thing. And that deals with what they call scalar.
It was hunger, man.
because it was the same dimensions of the Giza. So the closer you got, it starts resonating back and forth. And also, brain scientists have found with
Yeah,
other
gets
particular
resonating.
pyramids, you
Yeah, gets resonating back and forward. Man, yeah, there are some type of some type of how to say it? Like, yeah, but you don't sense those things, man. Oh my days. You know what? Maybe you do sense them when you're so starved, okay? When you're like really, really starved, your senses get more activated because you want to get some animal foods or whatever. You want to go hunt.
are also more in a theta brainwave state as well. So it helps with that. And in my opinion as well, if the brain is the receiver, then it helps with structured thoughts, etc.
That is
Yeah, sure. I do believe that the brain has um, certain how to say it, like properties that we scientifically don't understand it yet. Okay.
the coolest thing ever. And I feel like such good vibes and good energy.
Okay. Let's get back to the pyramid on his head. I believe that there's nothing wrong with studying certain like how to say, like the shape of the things in nature. There is a reason why certain things have triangle form, why certain things have square form. When you cut a leaf or a tree in two and you see those shapes from side cut or whatever horizontal cut, there's a reason, there's a specific reason for it that it has that shape, because certain shapes gives it certain properties. Okay, there's nothing wrong with studying that in a book and getting deeper, and some people release books that are just made up, but they do believe in those things. And this guy like started studying certain books like that. And yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't care that he's wearing it, but to believe that you became now some type of magician, it's just delusional. And charging money for, I believe that this guy sells some type of programs. I haven't looked into it, but I believe that this guy is what he's doing is also not doing it for free. He has some followers, and it's done because he catches attention from what he's doing. And maybe the views are like monetized or whatever. Because I saw this guy before on a Gotis video where he was reviewing it, and in the end it was, I don't remember clearly, it was either he wasn't really a Breatharian, or yeah, it was just unbelievable that he did not consume any food. Okay.
Off of you. Where did you get that if somebody wants to get one?
You can find it on my website under the biohacking.
Of course, you can find it on the website, and it costs $1,000, or I don't know how much. Okay, I haven't looked into it yet, but I'm actually curious. I probably am gonna make another video about it where I get on his YouTube channel and get into it to see what actually he's selling, because I'm curious what he's selling.
Page, and there's like a discount for Paradigm products.
Awesome. And I'll link all that down below for you guys. And do you wear it all the time? Like
Most of the time, yeah. I
Yeah.
do, yeah.
Cool. Well, you're such a cool guy. So 5 years Breatharian. I would love to start out with you letting us know, what is a Breatharian?
I don't know what, but Breatharian, I guess nowadays it means that you're consuming some type of liquids or whatever. I would say Breatharian would be you just breathe, okay, and you stay on the sun or something. I guess this is what Breatharian is. I'm really not sure.
Technically. And what's the difference between Breatharian and Liquidarian? Because there's a Liquidarian term too, right?
Yeah. So the difference is,
So you're a Liquidarian because you're definitely not a Breatharian, but you still call yourself a Breatharian, but you consumed liquids. It doesn't make any sense, man. Just like many things about him.
I guess what you call breatharian, that comes from the word anita. And anita means to have little or nothing at all. And the main foundation.
I keep interrupting, but I have things to say. When I take many days off, okay? Like I don't have anything physical activity to do other than go to the store or whatever. I can just relax all day, and I don't have anything like super stressful to do. I can get away with eating so little food that it's actually scary, okay? Like in terms of raw meat and raw organs and eggs, I can get away with eating so little, and it costs so little that it's actually scary. And in the end of the day, I remember just, yeah, I'm going to sit down and eat more food just to make sure that I'm not starving, okay? But I feel like I am not starving, but just to make sure I force myself a little bit more to eat, okay?
Foundation of Anita is the meditation aspect. So it's the foundation.
So these people, I keep interrupting, but I don't care, because I can't take him seriously because I know he's fake, okay? So these people can just sit around and do very little, and by that, and probably they eat some meat secretly, whatever, and by that they can get away with eating very little, just like me when I'm taking many days off, okay?
It's not just focusing on food, etc., but it's also utilizing, when you're mostly empty, your meditation practices, your energy cultivation practices, your energy focus practices, and help build up the quote-unquote energy body, or like
I agree. When I take many days off and I don't have to work, I feel so great, man. On just little food, I don't need to like overconsume or whatever. And I am almost never hungry. I just sit down to make sure I eat something, and yeah, that's about it. And it feels great. It's like I'm a total different person when I get to actually not have to work for multiple days.
to say the electrical body in that sense, and utilize that as you go. To me, a breatharian is someone who puts the breath first, right? So you can be a stressarian, because a lot of people like to put their stresses first.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, so that to me is what a breatharian.
Yes, and breathing, of course, it's energy. You no matter how much you eat, you still need to breathe all the time, and ideally if some fresh natural air, especially from forest or around trees, where it's actually where the air is actually higher quality, and the sun and all of that, it's all energy, man, and it's definitely good for you.
Yes,
Okay.
it's not just about the food aspect, but it's also about utilizing energy practices, especially when you're at empty states, like when you first wake up. Most people do that anyway. So a lot of people are breathing, right? We're all breatharian to a certain degree, but our focus is not there first as a majority.
Yeah, and I read something this morning randomly, and it said when we breathe, I think it said we breathe out like 70% toxins or something like that. I don't know if that's true.
Oh, that is true.
It is? Wow.
Because if it correlates with the aspect that
It's not that it's toxins or whatever. You need to breathe it out for a reason, because the body wants to get rid of it. You should not breathe back what you're supposed to like breathe out. Because let's say like breathing, let's say you would breathe into a plastic bag and breathe the same thing back. It's not good for you. Okay.
70% of the blood is pumped by what? Your lungs, not your heart.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny how he talks about that, and he doesn't consume any animal products.
So
Wait, he does actually, because yeah, he's fake. He's not a vegan.
with that being said, most of the functionality of your blood is being dictated by the way you breathe.
Mm-hmm.
And the structure of your blood is also being dictated by the way you breathe as well, because as the air comes in, I say the frequency of how you're breathing comes in, and then the lungs read it and then pumps it out into the blood.
Yeah. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, he seems like a calm guy, and all these things are interesting indeed. And somewhat I do agree with the frequency of breathing and all of that. it determines how you're gonna feel and all of that. But I don't think you should force yourself to breathe in certain rhythms or whatever. It's more like you need to, if you're stressed out, you need to get to the source of the stress and deal with that. And that way, naturally, your breathing is just going to adjust to it. Like if you need to breathe fast because you're stressed out, you should breathe fast.
Breathing is so important. You've
It's
opened
super
me up to
important.
this, and I feel like, so I live back in Toronto. For those of us who live in Toronto, busy cities, New York, whatever, I feel like I don't take proper time to breathe properly, and I'm kind of constantly in a state of like shallow breathing and go, go, go. Do you think that can be dangerous for us? And how do you think it could impact my life to calm down and start breathing better?
So I like to say the external world will rule the way you breathe until you.
Man, this guy has such a calm life. This guy has a life like when I am having multiple days off. So this guy has that life non-stop, okay? And of course he's going to sound more calm and whatever, but he's being like, I don't know, this guy is doing well financially. I bet money on that. And a lot of it's, yeah, I guess it's good for him that he made like a living out of this and being able to sell what he actually studied or whatever. But a lot of it's just fake, and I don't believe that this guy is a vegan and only like 5 years no solid food. Okay, he can say that and just to grab people's attention, and maybe some of it will buy his program because this guy is been seen like a guru or something, and people turn to him to become more calm or whatever. And I guess that's how he's selling. He's selling whatever he sells, his pyramids or whatever.
The way you breathe. So with that being said, of course, it's super important, and we utilize breath 24/7, 365, even when it comes to certain addictions like either smoking or food addictions, etc. It's not that the person is addicted just to the substance, but they're also addicted to the way the breathing is induced when they take the substance. So if you look at smoking, for instance, right, what does it also signify?
Yeah, breathing is very important. When you like consume food, you can feel the smell, you can feel all of that. And all that happens because of breathing. The molecules from the food, like the gas molecules, gets inhaled through your nose, and you feel the smell. And if it smells nice, your digestive system like adjusts to that. Like your stomach starts to produce enzymes because they know that food is coming. Okay.
You know, the lungs in Chinese medicine and African medicine is known for grief, when there's either someone is trying to block off emotions via smoking or etc. via the mouth. It's affecting your breath, and breath correlates with the way you digest, and it also correlates with how the stomach is being processed as well in terms of food and information. So the stomach is also the second brain, as they say, right? It's also made of the same white matter also in the first brain that we always look at. So with that being said, it is super important to focus on your breath, and no matter what type of lifestyle you live.
Wow, you were full of so many.
Yeah, I heard about this from someone else. He was discussing about the same things, about how important is how you breathe and all of that, and meditation. But I mean, yeah, it is important to relax and all of that, but it would happen just naturally, okay? And it's also important to consume your natural diet. And all of these things are important, but he's just getting right, like just some of it. I think there's no reason for me to watch this entire video, because it's just going to be rambling, and most of the things he says, I can kind of see why he says it, And yeah, all these studies are like interesting and whatever, but yeah, I'm not really interested to listen to this entire video. I'm just going to see what Jillian sells, and after that I'm going to see what Mr. Pyramid Head has to sell, because yeah, maybe he can teach me how to teleport. Alright, so these were all the links that was on Jillian's video description. So yeah, let's just see what actually she is selling, or what who is her sponsor. Yeah, first sponsor I guess is this thing. It's called Nama cold press juicer, whatever. It's very expensive, man. 560 British pounds. I know that juicers in general, like, well, especially something that is high quality and has high quality materials, yeah, those are expensive, but I didn't thought that it's this expensive. Me personally, if I would have the money, I would probably buy this, but yeah, I don't have a budget to just throw 560 for this. I wouldn't juice anything like green or whatever. Well, maybe some cucumber, okay? Why not? But definitely not green leaves and what's that? I don't know what's the thing. Celery. Apples, sure, why not? Maybe peel off the skin and yeah, and some fruit, of course. Some other fruits like citrus, why not? Yeah. Fresh orange juice is, of course, better than pasteurized orange juice. Me personally, I would accept sponsorship by this fruit juice. Okay, the fruit juice by this juicer. Okay, yeah, I would accept a free juicer like this 100%, and I would review it. Okay, on this channel. Why not? I would review it. Yeah, it's nice, man. What can I say? It's nice to get such a sponsor. I have nothing against this, and I think it's a good thing. It's not a good thing to promote green leaves and all of that, juicing that type of things, but juicing fruit is completely fine, okay? It's hydrating, you get certain nutrients, like certain vitamins, and it's somewhat, yeah, you somewhat did change the structure of it, but it's still, it's a lot more better than drinking Coca-Cola, okay? Or coffee. Yeah, next sponsor. I guess it's a sponsor. I'm not sure if it's her brand or whatever. Yeah, it's some type of powder with B12, K2, D3, zinc, DHA, APA, magnesium, iodine, and selenium. Yeah, whatever. It's completely useless. Yeah, don't buy this. And what is this, man? Some type of protein powder. Okay, next. I guess this is like vegan, but it says raw. Whatever. It says it's raw, but how can something that is a powder form, how can it be raw? Okay, if you need to question yourself, if is it raw or is it like whatever, it's not raw. Okay, 100% this is not raw. A powder cannot be raw. What is this? Warrior Blend Organic. Yeah, it's another type of vegan protein powder, which is completely useless. Vanilla flavor or whatever. Actually, you can pick unflavored berry, whatever. It doesn't make too much sense to buy this. Like here you have chocolate. It's just a way for junk food addiction. It's just a way to enable junk food addiction. Keto friendly and zero carbs, I guess. Yeah, it's just a plant protein, so called. Next one, another powder. Yeah, she really likes powders. And I guess this is some type of like referral links, because if you buy these, then she's getting a certain percentage of the money. Yeah, it's a way to make income. And yeah, she does need organic coffee because her diet doesn't work. All right. Okay, so it's just bunch of referral links. Yeah, it's another way to make money. So yeah, she does that. The limited collection. Rare. What is this, man? I have no idea. If I don't know what it is, I guess it's completely useless. I guess it's some type of pillow or whatever. Yeah, we can pass on this one. And she also written and she's selling this on Amazon. She also written like some type of book. It's called Princess Papaya's ABCs of Happy Foods. I guess if you go on to the letter B, and it's going to be banana, and if you go on A, it's going to be ananas, and if you go on W, it's going to be like watermelon, because she takes these foods and calls them as healthy. But actually what this food should be about, happy food, it should be like B, bone marrow. Okay, that should be number one. L, on the letter L, it should be liver. Okay, teach the kids what is actually the healthy food. Yeah, sure, having a banana, it's not as bad as having I don't know, KFC or a cup of coffee, or I don't know, some type of something with seed oils. Okay, it's not as bad, but still, man, you should teach kids that what are the actual health foods. And yeah, teach them from young age to know to not be scared of these foods. You don't need to just call oh look, this watermelon is so cute or whatever, because you need to teach them in a way that muscle meat and all of that, especially consumed raw from a healthy animal, it's good for your kid. Yeah, and here we have some type of supplement. Okay, it's omega-3 basically. It's vegan, DHA plus EPA, whatever, man. Doesn't make too much sense. And yeah, it was her editor. Yeah, I guess she doesn't have time to edit her own videos. And she makes good money if she can afford this much money per video or something. Yeah, I guess she makes good money out of this to be able to afford an editor. And me myself, I'm also interested to I would also be interested to become an editor. If anybody you know that needs edits, yeah, I would probably start a so-called business like this to edit videos for in exchange of money. Okay. Yeah, why not? Okay, and these are the products that I found. These are the links that I found in his video description. First one is pretty awesome. If this is real, then I would say this is pretty awesome. Like, look, for this one, for example. If these lenses were actually made out of this natural, I don't know if this is a natural crystal or not, but if it was actually made out of that, I would say it's better than using some type of synthetic color or whatever. I would say, yeah, it's more natural and it just makes sense. I don't know if it was made out of it or only the color of the glass was colored like that. But I would say these products are awesome. Me personally, I wouldn't spend this much on it. I don't know. There are certain brands that I trust more, but it looks nice. Okay, if someone has the money and wants to try it, yeah, why not? But I would say there's nothing wrong with selling something like this. And the second link, it was about some type of newsletter, but you can actually subscribe to him by giving as much money as you want. Like you can just put in here $1, I guess, or $0.1, and yeah. But if you want to learn from him or whatever, I would say this is a lot more fair than charging someone $50, okay? But still, it adds up, I guess, because it doesn't really matter to him that how many people subscribe, because yeah, it's basically just an email for him. But yeah, it is a way to make money, okay? It's an asset for him. And based on these pictures, I guess he's like giving some type of yoga lessons and breathing lessons to people. So yeah, he charges additional money for that. What is this? Some type of electricity? Are they like trying to put like so-called negative ions in the air or whatever? Look at this. It's some type of gun or whatever. And yeah, there's electric sparks coming out of it. Yeah, it's crazy. Whatever, man. I believe that yoga has certain good things about it, and because many times me myself, let's say I had some type of back pain or whatever, I just googled up, I just searched on YouTube yoga for back pain, and so, or certain stretches, and yeah, it shows you in which position you need to get and what you need to do and how to breathe, and that did work many times for me. Okay, so I believe there is good things about stretching in certain way, and if you get someone who is actually trained for it and has like good experience in this type of things, yeah, it's definitely worth the money. I don't know, I can't comment on this guy because yeah, but yeah, so I have nothing against this type of things, but what I am against is the fact that he's a fake vegan. Okay, like he's not a real vegan, that's 100%. And another link that I found, it's some type of shilajit resin. Like I guess it's some type of powder from the mountains, like that. It's some type of powder from the mountains, and it has certain like properties or whatever. Like it's from Russia, and it's from elevation of 18,000 feet, but and it says it boosts vitality, metabolism. So I guess you need to eat it. Like what in the world? Imagine eating dirt. This is some type of overpriced dirt, guys. And I found it a lot more cheaper. Maybe that was fake or whatever. 1 kilogram. Oh my days, man. This guy sells 1 kilogram for 224 British pounds. Yeah, whatever. And there's also soap that is I believe that this soap is I'm not sure, okay? I'm just saying that this soap, I believe that it's a lot more healthier to wash yourself with this one than with just anything from the store, like something that has many chemicals. But it's still it's pricey for that price. I was just editing this video, and I thought that wait a second, I didn't find his pyramid that was on his head, the thing that was made out of wires and gold plated or whatever. And yeah, I came across his website, and here's what other things he has to sell. Like he sells this alchemy bread guide training, which costs it's overpriced. Okay, it's 1,273 pounds, like British pounds, just for some type of guide. Yeah, it's too expensive, guys. It doesn't make any sense. I get it that it's somewhat interesting or whatever, but it doesn't make sense to charge that much for it. Yeah, it's just a way for him to make money. What else? I guess these are all just guides. I'm trying to look for actual products. Yeah, the thing is that he's fan of this anime, which I really don't like. I never liked this anime. He's basically just an anime fan, just like you see here, and he saw something in anime and he got inspired by it. He sells this thing like it's some type of crystal and you need to connect it to electricity. I I guess it does some type of chemical reactions, because I know about crystals. There are certain crystals that are actually if you put close to a magnet, the crystal gets pushed away by the magnet, which is really interesting. So yeah, crystals can have some type of like electricity thing, but just because the electricity goes inside and creates those sparks, it doesn't mean that it's going to be like something super magical. Yeah, like here you can read a bunch of things like scalar waves, or well, no, okay, maybe it's something scientific, but it just doesn't make too much sense. And he sells it for 1,300. Oh my days, man. Give me a break. Just because it has some electric circuits and because of these symbols written there, it doesn't mean that it's going to be magical just because of that, okay? And he sells a holographic sticker for almost 40 pounds. Yeah, that's unbelievable. And there is this thing which is Miron vortex glass. I guess you place the water inside and it mixes it up. And because of that, like here it explains it exactly. How does it work? Setting up your Miron glass vortex water energizer is simple and intuitive. Fill your Miron glass bottle with purified or spring water. Place the Miron glass bottle securely onto the vortex machine. Turn on the machine to begin spinning the water, creating mesmerizing vortex. Oh, it's also video here. Yeah, let's just watch the video. Unbelievable. So there is some type of magnet inside or something that rotates. Wow, man. The water is becoming more healthy, guys. Look at that. You did not have this product until now. Like, what are you doing with your life if you did not have this product? How much does it cost? 128 British pounds, man. And look at this, selling this. What is this overpriced price, man? Like at this point, it's getting annoying. Okay, like this is just daylight robbery to charge this much for a robe that was made for like maybe 0.01% of this price. Okay. And there you go. He's also a fan of Dragon Ball Z. Okay. And here's the pistol. The pistol. It looks like a pistol. Okay. Here's the pistol that I was talking about. The thing that you press it. And yeah, this is what I saw in the guys. Come on, man. Scroll down. Okay. Look, it creates some type of sparks like this. And what is he going to say? No refunds. Yeah, okay, I get it. You just want to keep the money. You're responsible how you... This therapy isn't right for everyone. Is not recommended for people who have pacemaker. Medical disc. What the heck is pacemaker? Whatever. My days, man. Bye-bye chemicals. Can break down PFA. Guys, this website gets me tired, seriously. Yeah, it's just overpriced junk, okay? I bet you can create this same thing for a lot more lower price. DIY, if you really want to make it. And yeah, this is just something to make him a living. And look at this. Tensor nose dilator. Like what? You need to put bunch of wires in your nose? I guess that's what it is. Yeah, you basically place it in your... Okay, whatever. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to find it, but... Benefits. Turbocharges metabolism, blood circulation, and energy levels. Yeah, imagine that. Just placing this in your nose. Fortifies immune system. Okay. Come on, man. Elevates symptoms across spectrum of condition. Alleviates. Sorry, not elevates. Whatever. Deepen Okay, so if you put this in your nose, you're gonna have like deepen meditative states for holistic well-being. Sharpens focus. You put this wire in your nose, guys, and it sharpens focus. And for how much does he sell this for? For 54 British. Oh my days, man. This is like, I don't know how much is in euro. It's like 70 euros for something that you just place in your nose. I was correct. He was selling a bunch of things, and this isn't even the beginning. These are just products. So he sells a bunch of things, and I guess gullible people do buy it. And yeah, that's how he makes so much money out of this. Okay. And here it is. Like, look at this. Where breath meets the mind. Integrating breath work and neutral awareness to unlock clarity, presence, and personal transformation. And let's press start your journey, start your breath journey today. And you press it and look at these prices. For 1 hour breath journey, it's $170. I guess it's American dollars. Okay, one-on-one consultation, breath fingerprinting. What the? Okay, it's $80 for 30 minutes. And yeah, you can see here the whatever, the details. And look at this, alchemy. I don't know how to pronounce that. Breath guide training, and it's cost $1,700. The ultimate immersions. 24 hour of breath mastery. It costs $800 for 1,440 minutes. And breath fingerprinting session, $80. 1 year breath mastery program, $6,200 for just 60 minutes. What? I don't get it. Whatever. I guess it's 60 minutes daily or something. And 3-month breath, whatever, integration journey. It costs $2,600. So the most expensive one, the one that is for 1 year, it cost $6,200, guys. Wow. Yeah, let's watch some reviews, I guess. Yeah, of course, only 5-star reviews, because the 1-star reviews doesn't exist. How impressive is that? It's just unbelievable. Yeah, only 9 reviews. Can you believe that? This is unbelievable. Price. Whatever, man. And I have no idea what this is. I found this another link. Oh, it's also the newsletter. Okay, like it was another link. Okay, all right. Yeah, I guess this is the video. So yeah, this guy definitely has some relaxed life, and he's definitely not a vegan. Okay, and I wouldn't take him seriously about the things he said about how much he eats or whatever.
We're here with Justin and the Black Airbender.
I'm also known as Happy Needle, heal the people, or stab out all evil.
And yeah.
All right, awesome. I guess that's enough. I'm really not interested in what type of teachings he has. I don't know, man. I feel like if I was interested, I would have already looked it up. But yeah, whatever. That's the video, guys.